Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Jason from Dropshipping University, coming back at you with a brand new episode. Today's episode, I'm going to be explaining to you why eBay hates retail dropshipping or retail arbitrage on their platform in 2020 and some of the evidence that they have given us to really stray away from using retail suppliers when dropshipping on the platform. The good news is we can still dropship. It's very lucrative and very profitable when it's done correctly. I'm going to be showing you exactly what you should be doing as opposed to what everybody else on YouTube and elsewhere is telling you to do, which is really straying you down the wrong way. So if this sounds good to you guys, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to hit that little bell notification. That way, every single time I put out videos just like this, you will be notified. Also, down in the description below, you will see a link to my new Instagram profile. Make sure to go follow that. I put up a whole bunch of exclusive new content every single day, some dropshipping tips and motivation that you won't find anywhere else. So if that sounds good, make sure to follow it. Also, if you have any questions as you go through this video, be sure to drop them down below. No question is a stupid question, and I'm going to be really explaining to you guys based on evidence. You really should not be doing retail dropshipping in 2020. It makes no sense, and there's a lot of restrictions and potential suspensions that could come your way if you do in fact continue to do retail dropshipping. So if this sounds good to you guys, make sure to watch all the way through, where I'm going to be giving you a ton of information that you may never have heard of or seen anywhere else. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so here we are inside of my computer and I have eBay's dropshipping policy pulled up. But before we get into this, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to this channel, because really there's nobody else that's giving you guys the truth that you need to hear about eBay dropshipping in this day and age. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. All right, so let's get into this. This is their dropshipping policy, as I said before, and this is laid out. You guys can find this public information. Just go to Google and put in eBay dropshipping policy and you will see this page. It says right here in bold right at the top, dropshipping, also known as product sourcing, is when you buy stock from a supplier and work with them to send the items directly to the buyers without ever handling themselves. So that's them just telling us what dropshipping is as a business model. For anybody out there who's never heard of dropshipping, that is what it is. Short and sweet right there. But here is what we really need to know as far as eBay's dropshipping policy. They say dropshipping, where you fulfill orders directly from a wholesale supplier, is allowed on eBay. That is a green light to tell us that eBay is allowing us to use wholesale suppliers, also known as wholesale dropshipping, when conducting dropshipping on eBay's platform. And that's a green light to us. So that's really a huge indication that they accept it and they want us to do this, and we should not be penalized if we are following that strict rule. So it goes on to say, remember that if you use dropshipping, you're still responsible for the safe delivery of the item within the stated time frame in your listing and for the buyer's overall satisfaction with their purchase. And that's going to be the same no matter what business model you're using, whether you are manufacturing the products yourself, going out to a yard sale and purchasing the product and then selling it on eBay, or if you are acquiring these products from liquidation sites. It's all the same. They want to make sure that the customer is satisfied with their order and that there's no issues with getting the product to them. So you always want to make sure that the stated handling and shipping time matches up with that of your wholesale supplier. And that's what I always preach when doing wholesale dropshipping. Now, this paragraph right here at the end, and this is the very end of it, it's nice and short and sweet for us. They say, however, listing an item on eBay and then purchasing the item from another retailer or marketplace that ships directly to your customer is not allowed on eBay. Read that again. It is not allowed on eBay if you are purchasing the item from another retailer or marketplace. What would be another marketplace? Another marketplace would be something like Amazon or Walmart. Walmart is actually now a full-fledged marketplace. Another retailer would be something like Lowe's or Home Depot or the litany of other retail suppliers that are out there. Those are retail suppliers. You are buying the product as a customer. You get a receipt. Whereas when you buy wholesale, that is a business to business transaction only, and you get an invoice. So there's two big differences between purchasing at a wholesale rate versus a retail price. Wholesale rate is a exclusive business only price, and retail is where the general public buys. That's going to be the shelf price, the MSRP of products. This is a big difference between the two. Going on, it says activity that doesn't follow the eBay policy could result in a range of actions, included but not limited to administratively ending or canceling listings, hiding or demoting listings in search, basically throttling or flagging if you've ever heard of that, lowering seller ratings, so that would be loss of top rated seller status if you do have that, buying or selling restrictions, loss of buyer or seller protections, and account suspensions, which is generally referred to in the industry as an MC011. All fees paid or payable, blah, blah, blah. So they basically tell us that if you do not comply with this drop shipping policy, these are the things that can happen and will happen to you if you do it long enough. And sure enough, over the past year and a half, we have seen this time and time again with students and also people who are just not willing to budge from drop shipping from places like Amazon. And I've said it so many times, you guys need to diversify and go where others are not going. And everybody is drop shipping from Amazon. Here we are a year and a half later. They know what the potential ramifications and the penalties from eBay are, and people are still doing it. So this is a warning to either stop doing it if you are currently doing it, or never get into drop shipping from a retail site and just go straight to wholesale drop shipping. And the top takeaway is them just saying, we care about the buyer the most, and that's the most important thing to eBay, is that customer experience. So let's go ahead and take a look at what a screenshot from a flagged store is. And this is how you're going to be able to diagnose that an account is flagged. You might be sitting there saying, well, I've been dropshipping from Amazon and I have no clue if I have been throttled or flagged my account. And this is the easiest way to diagnose that. So if you go into your promoted listings, and eBay recently changed the dashboard for the promoted listings, but this is what it used to look like up until about a week ago. And you'll see there's an impressions amount right here at the top, clicks, and amount of products sold from promoted listings campaign. Now, if the trend of the chart is such that it's going down and down and down, and then it goes basically to zero, right, in relation to the amount of impressions that you had at one point, and it goes down to a very, very low point here. This would probably be maybe a couple of hundred impressions when it's flatlined here, versus over 50,000 and some points over 100,000 impressions daily on your listings, versus this. Like, you can see there's a dramatic downward trend, and it sustains. And I've had people say, well, I have a big dip one day, but then it shot back up. Well, that's natural. That's variation. There's a certain level of variability that happens when selling online. But if that is a sustained, as you can see here, it's sustained through over 2 months time, then your account is effectively flagged. And when you have a flagged account, you cannot get it unflagged. All you have to do is open a new account and start drop shipping the correct way. Now, this is what an unflagged promoted listing account looks like. And this is just to give you a frame of reference of the opposite trend of this graph. And as you can see here, the impressions goes up steadily. This is probably when the new account started. It goes up steadily, and it has that more of a linear growth as opposed to the dead account right here. So moving on, you might see something like this land in your email or your message center on eBay, and this is eBay saying, hey, you are not complying with our dropshipping policy, and this is what we're doing. This is kind of the precursor to an MC011. This is more or less the slap on the wrist that eBay can give you, and it says selling practices policy update seller notice. Basically, you're on notice, and they say, hello, we've determined that you haven't followed our selling practices dropshipping policy. So they've told us that we're not following the dropshipping policy. There's evidence on your account that you are purchasing items from an online retail or marketplace site after you sell the item on eBay and having that retailer ship the item directly to the customer. While in violation of this policy, the account will not be eligible for the top rated program until it is in compliance. And then they link the selling practices policy and dropshipping policy help articles. And that's them saying, we have evidence. Our algorithms have noticed that you are probably not in compliance with this dropshipping policy. And then it probably goes up to manual review of an actual person looking into your account more thoroughly and determining that you are not doing what you're supposed to be doing with dropshipping. And this is what they're doing, is they're stripping your top rated seller status. It's more or less a slap on the wrist, but it's a good indication that they've got their eyes on you. You have been determined in their system to not be in compliance, And this is the action that they're doing. Now, if you continue to do this, it doesn't explicitly say this, but I have noticed this over time. If you continue to do this, you will get an MC011, and we'll go over that in a second here. So this is going to be what an MC011 proof of purchase message looks like. And again, you're going to want to check your email for anything like this. It'd be very difficult for you not to find this. Also, it will be in your message center. It says, hello, thank you for resolving the cases and getting back to us regarding the restrictions. So before you get this message, you would get a more open-ended message saying, we have reason to believe that you are not in compliance, a lot like the last email, but they just ask for you to update your tracking information. And upon you putting in all your valid tracking information, then they send this as a subsequent message. And they're saying, we are, however, wanting to see some additional information for the review appeal. And please send us the following documents: proof of purchase for the items listed and sold. You can submit invoices, receipts, order confirmations, etc. that show item prices, billing / shipping information. You can upload it here. So that's them saying your account is temporarily suspended, and they take down all your listings as an action, as a period of review. And then once you give them that tracking information, they'll send you this message. And then upon that, now they're asking for invoices, receipts, order confirmations, anything to provide them that proof that you in fact do either have a wholesale agreement or that you own those products. And this is where a lot of people get tripped up, because they've been caught red-handed by eBay. And a lot of times people will doctor receipts, aka change the receipts using an inspect element tool to say that they had the item shipped to their house. But eBay is getting wiser, they're getting smarter. And if you do get caught doctoring invoices, or if you provide them receipts of Walmart, online Walmart orders, shipping them to your customer, you're going to get an indefinite suspension, and your account's going to be terminated, and you're not going to be able to get it back, and you'll never be able to sell on eBay again. So this is really what is happening on a daily basis, and this is what's happening to people that are not in compliance with that dropshipping policy. So you can't really say that eBay is doing this completely randomly. They came out with that policy update. They've said it time and time again. They've probably sent you this message about losing your top rated status as well. So you kind of know it's coming, and this is when you continue to not be in compliance with the dropshipping policy. This is what's going to happen to you. You're going to have to provide invoices. Now, going on, this is going to be my last point, and this is really the nail in the coffin for anybody out there who's still thinking about doing retail dropshipping. This is eBay's API agreement, and if you type this on Google, you'll find it, developer.ebay.com, and this is what it's going to look like. So what I'm going to do right now is press Control F arbitrage, and in section 9, it's actually 9.7, under restricted activities, notwithstanding any rights expressly granted under these terms, we see 9.7 says use eBay services to promote or engage in seller arbitrage, and they give us some examples. For example, automatically repricing eBay listings in response to price changes on competitor sites such as Amazon, Lowe's, Walmart, Home Depot. Those would all be competitor sites. Automatically ordering sold items from competitor sites, auto ordering, and posting tracking information to eBay when items purchased from a competitor sites are shipped. So they're saying we do not want to facilitate marketplace and retail arbitrage because it's not advantageous to our company. eBay is a company. They have self-interest, and they also have the interest of their customers, and it's very hard to control. When an Amazon Prime box gets sent to their customer, they're going to lose that customer over time if they keep getting more and more Amazon Prime boxes. So it really makes sense. This API developer program, API license agreement, basically is telling us that if you have an automated repricer, restocking programs such as DSM Tool, there's so many out there, Sale Freaks, that is facilitating this, then you're going against this API agreement. And as soon as you go against this agreement, they can take action. They know how this works. It's not a mystery. A lot of people get it in their heads that eBay is too dumb to figure it out, but there's many variables, there's many parameters that they can take into account and then conclusively say that you are going against their terms of service with dropshipping. So there you have it. Those are some reasons why you should stop doing retail arbitrage or retail dropshipping. And if you haven't started dropshipping, why you really should be going down the route of using a wholesale supplier or a manufacturer to fulfill the orders for you if you are interested in dropshipping. As stated in eBay's dropshipping policy, when doing dropshipping, you are allowed to use real wholesale suppliers where you have a wholesale agreement. They do not want people to be doing marketplace arbitrage because they're losing to their competitors like Amazon and Walmart. They're losing customers to them and they lose control over their customer experience, and they don't want to be doing that because the customer is the one that could end up losing. They don't want to lose out on customers. It makes a lot of sense. I also went over what a flagged account or a throttled account looks like. You can clearly see that the promoted listings, impressions, clicks, and sales go down drastically and sustain at a very low rate in relation to what it was previously before an account throttle. We also compared that to what a healthy promoted listing chart looked like. We then went on to talk about the API agreement and how it's explicitly stated in 9.7 of the eBay API agreement that any software that is facilitating that marketplace arbitrage is not in compliance with that developer agreement. So we have more than enough data, more than enough people who have been affected by this to really determine that this is not something that we should be doing, that we should be doing dropshipping the right way. eBay has come out and told us explicitly, and I really appreciate them for telling us because in the past it was more of a mystery. So if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to smash that like button. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. Click that little bell notification. That way you get notified every single time I put out videos just like this. Also, a reminder, down in the description below is the link to my new Instagram profile. I put up a whole bunch of dropshipping tips and exclusive content only on Instagram. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Ask any comments down below and I will be sure to answer them myself. I will see you in the next one. Thank you.